How you doing, sir?
Good.
Excellent to see you. Now you're allowed to do burnouts here, right?
Only on days end with Y.
We can go take a look at whatever the heck this is right here, baby. Okay, these double-decker cars. Real stuck. Oh, damn. Oh, my goodness. I did not know this is in here. Hey, you guys, we have a super exciting vlog today. We are actually headed to Cleetus McFarland's Freedom Factory right now. We're gonna get a whole tour of the facility and some other cool stuff. We just landed in Florida last night and we're headed over right now early in the morning. We got this beautiful Nissan Rogue here, which is super cool. It has this awesome center line right here in the steering wheel. It's super sick. This is going to be very cool. We're going to be touring his track. We're going to be touring probably the drag strip and doing a bunch of other cool fun stuff. Who knows? Bro casually just has a private jet just chilling at the entrance to the Freedom Factory. We are here, baby. This is sweet, man. This is like automotive history right here. I remember watching this video when he first got this place. Mr. McFarland.
How you doing, man?
How you doing, sir?
Good.
Excellent to see you. Thank you so much for having us
too.
here. This is surreal, honestly, to be here. I remember when you got this place. Like,
yes, sir. Yeah.
It was what, like late 2019?
We released first video January of 20, right before COVID. Yeah.
Crazy, because I saw this first video here and I was like, man, you're the first person to like really pull it off. I feel like these are the days before like Mr. Beast and he had all like $100 million crazy things. Like he was Cleetus McFarland with the Freedom
We were
Factory,
sending it, dude.
Yeah.
We were past zero for sure.
Absolutely. And I mean, your story was crazy too, with you starting out at 1320 video.
Yeah, man.
And then your boss was just super cool. I don't want to take the words out of your mouth.
Yeah, no, I mean, he started my whole career, you know, so Kyle Loftus.
I mean, it's crazy everything that came of it, and I feel like you own a little bit of the drag strip now. I think I heard that.
I do own half the drag strip, yeah.
So
we're going to go over there today.
Awesome. We got a lot of stuff planned, so let's get into it.
Well, we're out back of the track right now, gearing up to go out to Indianapolis. We're going to IRP Raceway with all these cars, so in an hour or two, there'll be 3 or 4 transporters showing up to pick these up, and they're all race ready. So they're just basically stock Crown Vics on Nittos with nitrous. You know, just a bunch of random parts cars and stuff out here. It's kind of a little bit of a disaster as we prep for a big race.
So you're the reason Crown Vics are so expensive on Facebook Marketplace?
I don't think so, honestly.
I think it's you.
You know, there's about 1 million Panther chassis in the US.
At least in the Sarasota area, I mean.
And I have like, I have 200 of them. So I barely put a dent in
them. It's the light 200, you know? No big deal.
Yeah, but that's
in comparison to all of it,
very small drop in the pond, I would say.
It is just crazy to see like all of these in one place, all the exact same platform right here.
Yeah, it's like a taxi company here.
Literally.
Yeah, but this is the track up here, obviously. It's 3/8 of a mile oval. A little dirty right now, but we're cleaning it up, getting ready to run these cars.
It's crazy to stand at the top, see the bank, like how steep it is around the whole
track. Yeah, it's got a pretty sweet bank to it.
It was a very good decision to add the drift pad. There's been a lot of history there, a lot of cool stuff happening out there.
Yeah, I remember when we first did it, everyone was like, how could you possibly remove the figure 8?
It's still there.
It's still there.
Yeah.
You know, it just takes
some cones out.
You just gotta visualize it, you know. So it's been amazing having it. There's about another 150 Crown Vics back here.
Oh, I didn't even see all those.
In the graveyard. Yeah, you can get a good look at it over here. But yeah, this is like the first half of the graveyard, and then it goes all the way back there. I mean, there's school buses for our figure 8 races and just like anything and everything you can imagine. We do a big Ultima race.
So how many cars do you think you have in here in total right now?
Maybe 250.
You beat Adam LZ's record, like 100.
But a lot of it is junk, you know? A lot of it is just...
Hey, that's even more fun. You tear it up on the racetrack, you know?
But I bet there's at least 100 cars on property you could start up and drive.
There you go. There you go. That's a good metric.
I'd say 120.
And how many people have you had up in those bleachers at one time? What's the most you had in an event?
I couldn't tell you the exact number, but I mean, we pretty much sell out every event now. So
every event, wow.
Every one of the major ones. We do some weekend, you know, warrior ones that are fun. We'll fill a third of them. But like any of the Freedom 500 races or like the Ultima race, those will just sell out because people are just fired up. It's not a huge track, right? So it's pretty easy to sell out. We got a lot of really loyal supporters and it works out good. And then everyone else can watch on the pay-per-view, Freedom Plus. So
How is owning the drag strip? And it hasn't been that long, right? But
yeah, it's been good. You know, I've been around that drag strip for years. I already kind of helped operate it with the other owner. And
it was a matter of time, right?
Yeah, it was just a strategic partnership, you know, like so that we can conjoin employees and make it all the better. This is just where we work on the Crown Vics. You got concessions over here, and then obviously the front. Maybe later we'll sneak over and show you that. This is the Freedom Factory hangar, just right out front. This is where we store a couple aircraft and all of our Christmas stuff for the Christmas parade we do.
There you go. Need an aircraft hangar for that.
Yeah, yeah. We do a drive-through Christmas parade thing here where it's open the whole month of December. You pull in your car, it takes you down through the track. You can play the music, your kids can jump out, do games at the end. It's over a mile long, it takes about 10 minutes. It's super fun, so you'll see a lot of that in here.
Saw your big jet up there. You fly that in here or what?
No, the Falcon doesn't fly anymore.
Oh, damn. Oh my goodness. I did not know any of this was in here.
Yeah.
Yo, they got a brand new helicopter in there, and not kidding about the Christmas parade.
There's all the Christmas stuff I was talking about.
Yeah,
so,
dang.
The Chrysler's not mine. I'm storing it for a buddy who bought it. This Camaro has been a 580 at 240 in the quarter mile. This is by far the fastest thing we own. And then we got the Carbon Cub SS. We do like stole competitions and stuff with that. And then this is an MD500 that we bought from South America. I bought it from Venezuela.
This looks expensive.
Abandoned, yeah, and we did a whole rebuild series on it and brought it back to brand new. Had 9 coats of paint on it. It was missing a bunch of stuff. We got bribed at the border by transport companies. Like they were like, nah, we're not gonna ship it unless you give us another 10 grand, like type of stuff. And it was a battle to get her, and now she's here. She's brand new. We got a mini jet boat. We got some floats for the Carbon Cub, Marauder.
You weren't kidding about the Christmas parade either, damn.
This is about a third of it.
So this is the entrance to the legendary Freedom Factory.
This is it, brother.
This is where you come in.
This is what sold me on the track, was walking through this entrance. I think it's one of the coolest perspectives of a racetrack you can get. Like, I wasn't sure about buying it until I walked through that, the very end. You'll see when it opens up to the track, it's like, to me, it like makes your hair stand up. You're like, damn.
No, this is sweet. I literally feel like I'm walking into something crazy, like a movie right now.
Literally right here, you prepare
tunnel.
for freedom.
Yeah, there you go.
So during the events, there's music playing, lights on. There's a lot of people here. And you got concessions here, bathroom, huge bathrooms. They're super clean. Any wife that comes with you to the racetracks used to nasty bathrooms, not at the Freedom Factory. They're
I feel like
dialed
there's a story there on why you make the bathroom so clean.
I mean, bathrooms are notoriously dirty at racetracks.
Yep.
And it just scarred me, and I know my mom likes clean bathrooms and stuff, so I wanted to make them really nice for everybody.
Make it a family-friendly environment here.
Yeah,
at
and then you
Factory.
just walk in, you're like, damn.
Yes.
It's just such a cool place. And it didn't look anything like this when we got it. It just really took a lot of time, but now it's incredible.
What's the most amount of cars you've had on the track at one time?
The other night we ran 76 cars.
76 cars ripping around the track right here in front of you.
It's insane. Imagine like rush hour traffic, but there's no rules. It's insane. It's so much fun.
Yeah. What is like your favorite event that you've held here?
The Freedom 500 is my favorite, which is like our big celebrity Crown Vic race.
Thank you!
It's usually a big prize, like there was a Sprinter van or a Z06, the last one. We had a helicopter for last year's prize for it.
As a prize?
Yeah.
You win a helicopter?
Yep.
Dang,
My buddy won a helicopter. That one we go all out for. We go all out for all of them, but like the Freedom 500 is just extra special to me. It's on my birthday every year. It's a lot of fun.
Has there been anything like crazy crashes like right here that are noteworthy?
I've seen a school bus hit this wall and break it down there.
Break the concrete wall?
Yeah, doing the school bus figure eights. Friend of mine, Garza, didn't ever get off the throttle. He got in a wreck in the middle and stayed in the gas all the way to the wall. Like concrete blew off the wall.
Damn.
And that one I'll never forget, you know, because obviously the last thing you want is a fan getting hurt, so we're all checking on everybody. Everyone's fine, but...
Yep. Priority number 1, bathrooms clean. Safety second.
It's close. I might have to put safety just a
smidge
touch
above?
ahead. Yeah.
That's
for
fair.
Political reasons.
Yeah. I can imagine this was quite a process getting in here.
It takes some time for sure.
Nothing. We're probably,
Yes,
you know, you're working at 1320, making little videos, and boss was like, hey, you can make some too. That's totally cool. And now you got on
he
racetrack.
actually made the first video.
The Cleetus McFarland thing was all just like spur of the moment.
Spur of the moment.
1320.
Yep, my boss made the first video and posted it. I didn't even want it on the internet. I was like, oh, it's stupid. And he's the one who posted it.
I remember this track. What was it? DeSoto Speedway before?
Yep.
Yeah, it was not like, it was nothing like this.
It was shot.
It was
beat up. That's why it closed, you know.
Yeah, and you guys brought it back to life.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Never seen better. Go up top here, I guess. I don't know. Is this a road?
We're on top of the track, man.
Okay, I don't think this is a road. I think we got lost.
I think we could drop down on the track though. Right?
Yeah, we can just go in right there.
Yeah, let's do it.
There's a fire truck back here, dude. What? You got some RVs, fire truck, a tractor.
That's the Breaking Bad f***ing RV. What?
Look at all the Crown Vics.
Bro.
Look at that. Dude.
Dude, there's so many.
What the heck? Yo, what is that? If somebody lights a little match and tucks it in there, that whole facility's gone. You know they buy a lot of cars when the police department just stops taking the decals off. They've bought way too many. They're like, just take it, man. Like, we've given you like 100 cars already. Okay, these double-decker cars.
Bro.
I can only imagine what these things have been used for here.
No way. Oh, it's a one-wheeler.
These must be the school buses he's talking about. There are a lot of school buses. Where does he get all these cars? Where does bro get all these police cars from? I don't understand. We can go take a look at whatever the heck this is right here, baby. To think this thing once flew back in the day, flew executives and CEOs all around the world. And now, it's just a trophy for a racetrack. It's crazy.
This is Bradenton Motorsports Park, the drag strip I own half of with a good man named Victor. We got a lot of neat stuff over here.
So when did you become a part owner in the strip?
I became a part owner in December. So I've only
relatively
been
recently?
5 months or so, yeah. This is the reason I moved to this area of Florida, is this facility.
Really? Just
yeah.
you want to come race this facility?
Yeah, that was like my whole thing was drag racing at that time in my life, and I wanted to be close. And
yeah.
So it's a quarter-mile drag strip. It's about 1,000 feet of concrete, then it switches to asphalt. It was the fastest drag strip in the country until last week, actually. We had someone go 340 out here.
Really?
340 and 1,000 feet in a top fuel car. Yeah,
Crazy.
I've been 240 on it, but 340 is...
What were you going 240 in?
I went 240 in Eagle, my 1969 Camaro. Between the Freedom Factory and this, it's about 160 acres. This is primarily where we do a lot of our videos. We do some at the Freedom Factory, but I'd say we probably do more here just because we build so many drag cars. We use the other side of the track for no prep races, and then we use this side for all kinds of prepped races. And as you can see, if you walk up there, it'll tear your shoes off, you know.
Oh yeah, for sure. We did that. We'll play some clips of that.
It's a really cool place, and I'm honored to be a partner in it.
You literally were sticking out of the Regera like that.
I
was
love
hilarious.
the Regera because my head was up.
That was the
great.
funniest thing in the world. How was owning this been for you? You enjoyed it?
Yeah, I like owning this place. You know, I have a really great team at the Freedom Factory, and they had a really great team here, and it was just like, how do we combine and overcome on a lot of obstacles? And that was our goal with the strategic partnership. So it worked so good. Like earlier today, we needed fuel over at the Freedom Factory for the Regera, and I can call Gary, who works here, and he knows where the race fuel's at. Yeah. And everything works so much more seamlessly now. It's been great, really. So we're just working hard to make both facilities better, and that was a big step towards it. So.
To do burnouts here, right?
Only on Dave's End with why.
I would get in too much trouble if I just had a burnout pad right there. I could do whatever I want with.
scared the out of me. I thought he was going into the wall.
All right, well, sir, I know that was a lot. I appreciate you having us.
No problem at all, man.
That was crazy, a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one.